It's been a summer of huge signings, controversy and new beginnings. And with the football season starting across Europe, we're going to see some teams play some fresh, exciting football. From big money moves to up-and-coming wonderkids, this season is setting up to be one of the best in recent years. And to help you navigate through Europe's top leagues, in today's video we're going to be taking a look at 5 teams I think will do exceptionally well this season. Welcome back to the channel. If you enjoyed this content, then please leave a like and subscribe for more. So without wasting any more time, let's start with the first team on the list. Benfica had a decent run in the Champions League last season, beating Ajax in the last 16 and scoring 3 against finalists Liverpool, thanks mostly to their star striker Darwin Núñez, who has now joined the Liverpool team. However, with the appointment of Roger Schmidt from PSV and the Benfica Youth Club winning the Champions League, things are looking good coming into the new season. Benfica were in excellent form during pre-season, and things look set to continue into the league, winning their first game 4-0, and has shown how they might line up without Darwin Núñez, with new signings in David Neres and Enzo Fernandez looking sharp, along with youngster Araujo looking ready for the first team. On the pitch, the team could line up in either a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. Schmidt is a manager that demands intensity and rotations to free up space. During build-up, attacking players rotate, drop deep and outnumber the midfield to quickly bypass pressing lines. One pattern that often occurs when in the middle third is the winger dropping deep to collect, freeing up space out wide which is attacked by the holding midfielder. The fullbacks are also crucial and will be the main providers of width in the attack, with the wingers cutting inside and being excellent in 1v1 situations. Under Schmidt, the team will be expected to attack with lots of players, but his defensive game is just as important, with the team looking ready to adopt a heavy gegenpress, which is also common in German managers. Benfica looks set to improve on their third place finish from last season. However, if his previous track record is anything to go off, Benfica could concede just as many as they score. It's been a difficult few years for Juventus. After winning the Serie A 9 times in a row, the past few seasons have been dominated by both clubs in Milan, with AC Milan winning their first Scudetto in 11 years last season. But next season will prove to be the start of something fresh for the club. The retirement of Chiellini and the departure of De Ligt seemed like it could cause some issues for the team. However, new signing Bremer from Turin has certainly bolstered their defensive roster. Similarly, the departure of Paulo Dybala to Roma certainly had a lot of Juventus fans concerned, but the arrival of Paul Pogba and Angel Di Maria are certainly suitable replacements. Pogba will miss the start of the season due to an injury, but will certainly be a very important addition once he's fit. But the list doesn't end there, and their busy transfer window back in January is starting to pay dividends, with Vlahovic and Zakaria having a whole summer to get up to speed with Allegri's tactics. Allegri has been testing a number of different formations in pre-season, varying from the 4-3-1-2 to 4-5-1 and 4-3-3. The front three of Vlahovic, Di Maria and Keane looks dangerous. Add to that a midfield of Pogba, Locatelli and Zakaria, it gives Allegri a strong foundation to build on, while also having the excellent Federico Chiesa to cause chaos with his energetic brand of football. The most dangerous combination will certainly come from the right wing, with the possible combination of Cuadrado and Di Maria. Cuadrado is a player who loves to push up and give width to Juventus' attack. Add to that Di Maria being extremely dangerous when cutting inside and linking up play with Vlahovic and Pogba, it certainly gives Juventus a cutthroat attack they've lacked for the past few seasons. An alternative formation could see the 4-2-3-1 being used, with an attacking line of Chiesa, Pogba and Di Maria behind Vlahovic, allowing Pogba to occupy a position between the lines where he can feed players in behind and take shots from distance. While their attack will certainly be something to worry about, their defence may be a bit short if one of their starters gets injured, and I don't think they'll beat both Milan clubs just yet. Arsenal had moments last season where it looked as if everything was starting to go their way. Their young and energetic squad looked unstoppable at times and was extremely fun to watch. But in true Arsenal fashion, this never lasted too long, and would find themselves quickly losing all momentum, finishing the season in 5th after narrowly missing out on top 4. But things could finally start to go their way this season, with all the pieces slowly falling into place. New signings in Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko from City look as if they've been part of the team for years, and their 3 attacking mids in Saka, Odegaard and Martinelli look more in sync than ever. William Saliba on loan has also vastly improved their defence, and helped them keep a much stronger shape so far. And it was a strong start in the Premier League, winning their first game 2-0 away to Crystal Palace. Arteta has been trying a number of different formations so far, even switching to a 3-4-1-2 in their 6-0 thrashing of Seville, with Saka and Zinchenko as the wingbacks. Having Odegaard as the lone player between the lines gives him the freedom to link up play with the two forwards, and also increases Martinelli's impact on the match, looking much more comfortable in a slightly more central position. But if Arteta was to keep to his classic 4-2-3-1 formation, then this could still be highly effective. The holding mids of Partey and Xhaka have a great balance of creativity and discipline, allowing the attacking block to freely rotate and disrupt the defence. Jesus can also be used as a false nine and free up space for Odegaard or the wingers to move into the box to create opportunities. While I do think Arsenal will be a lot more dangerous and consistent this season, I still think they might struggle to break into the top four. But that doesn't mean it will be another trophyless season for the Gunners. After a summer of rampant spending, upsetting Chelsea fans and dubious financial practices, Barcelona have certainly painted themselves as the villains going into the next season. But that won't matter much to the fans, and Xavi is certainly getting all the players he wants. They've spent over 150 million this summer, seriously strengthening their squad with Rafinha, Jules Koundé, Lewandowski, Frank Kessie and Andres Christensen. And their recent form is showing how far the Catalan club has come since the appointment of Xavi, with the club being on electrifying form, with some serious firepower up top. If pre-season is any indication, it looks as if Xavi will keep to Barcelona's tradition of a 4-3-3. The signings all fit in perfectly within this system, with the front three of Lewandowski, Rafinha and Dembele being incredibly effective so far. The options from the bench are certainly worth noting as well, with the option of Aubameyang and Ansu Fati. In Xavi's system, it's the wingers that tend to stay extremely wide on the flanks and free up the half space for the two mid-zale to attack. These positions will be crucial for Barcelona, with Gavi, De Jong, Kessie, Pedri or Gonzalez all capable of moving into this position. There's also rumours of Xavi wanting to try a 3-4-3 this season, which could suit Barcelona quite nicely. Having wingbacks could allow Dembele and Rafinha to cut inside more frequently and link up with Lewandowski, but it would also free up the flanks for the wingbacks to deliver balls into their new star striker. Their active summer window has certainly put the spotlight on Xavi, who will have no excuses if this team doesn't work out. But I feel that this has certainly put the Catalan side back on the map. Now, before we take a look at my top pick, there are some teams that had an incredible transfer window, but just couldn't crack the top 5. So, some honourable mentions are in order. The first team on the list is Roma. After winning the first UEFA Conference League, Mourinho looks set to improve on their previous performance, with the likes of Dybala and Matic ready to help Tammy Abraham continue to impress in the league. Next up, Bayern Munich. While the departure of Lewandowski is certainly a big blow, the arrival of Mane, De Ligt, Gravenberch, Mazraoui and Tell have certainly helped compensate for this loss, and have injected some youth into the team that could help them regain their status in European football, while potentially cruising to another Bundesliga title. Finally, Chelsea have also been extremely active in the transfer window, with Sterling, Koulibaly, Cucurella and Chukwuemeka all coming in after a summer of huge changes for the club. The departure of Lukaku will certainly be forgotten relatively quickly given his lacklustre return to Stamford Bridge, while the departure of Rudiger and Christensen has been compensated by the new arrivals. While I don't think they can challenge for the title just yet, I'm certain they can consolidate their spot in the top 4 and have a decent cup run to bring home some silverware. So, with the honourable mentions out the way, here's my pick for the team I think will surprise everyone this season. Since Conte's appointment, Tottenham have been on an upwards trajectory, changing the club's structure, formation and mentality. The additions of Kulusevski and Bentancur in January helped them gain a lot of lost ground. And with Son's electrifying form, Spurs were able to snatch top 4 from Arsenal. And this season, Conte looks set to go one step further, with the arrivals of Richarlison, Bissouma, Perisic and Lenglet adding a mixture of experience and energy. Conte is finally getting the team he wants, and has a number of different options for his 3-4-3 formation. Perisic is a Conte player through and through, helping him win the Scudetto in the 2020-21 season. He covers a vast amount of ground on the left wing, and will certainly link up well with Son playing in the inside forward position. Where Spurs are extremely dangerous is during counter-attacks, with Kane dropping deep in the playmaker role to help the team move the ball forward, freeing up space for Son and either Richarlison or Kulusevski to attack the space in behind. Their midfield should also prove to be much more difficult to break down with the partnership of Højbjerg and Bissouma, allowing Spurs to have more control over the opponent and fully exploit the space on the wings. Spurs are definitely heading in the right direction and have a proven manager at the wheel, ready to take them one step further. And there you have it. These are the 5 teams I think will have a brand new look and feel to them next season, ready to take their performances to the next level. And now let me know what you think. What do you make of my top 5 and what teams do you think should make the list instead? Let me know in the comments down below, along with any suggestions for future videos. As always, if you enjoyed this content then please leave a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.